was going to read a 12-page epic called A Report on the Human Kiss. A report on the human kiss by reporter himself in reference to the virus she. But, and it was a tell-all expose, mind you. I named names, every single girl from like 17 up. And, but I didn't, I'm not going to read it because we don't have any time for that kind of shenanigans.
It should be read on 9th Street.
On 9th Street? Keep that in mind. I mean, a venue in which to perform it. And once again, Brian is prepared and is now looking for the poem he wants to do. I found it. Look at that. Okay. This was written in inspiration of the Muzak at work.
Music.
Yes, Muzak at work. I was in charge of selecting Muzak at work until I ordered Roots of Rap. And we had run the MC, and the roof is on fire! Like, on a Fifth Avenue computer store, they didn't like that. Now they have light jazz, and mellow jazz, and dinner jazz, and I listen to the
cool
jazz.
Smooth jazz.
It's really good jazz. The only problem is it's like a tape that you hear over and over again, but this is in reference to it, or rather inspired. Rocket Pivoteer, you sound like a mighty trombone in a Crosby, Stills, Nash remake of a Chicago song in the Transit Authority vein. You sound like a majestic blue note, backwards bebop proliferation and sausage patties magnet offerings to the music gods. Sweet like that, horns ablaze in my memory, Zanzibar threads and zoot suit majestic overtones and underpasses with my trucks and saltwater tears elaborating the cry of the wolf who never sat down once. No, not once did he sit down and eat what was served him. He knocked out old juice from containers and butted into conversations with opinions that made no sense. The monarchies in an anarcho-pot smoke world. You shimmer like blue veins turned red by oxygen. You turn on light bulbs with your majestic vice. You lick my love off a plate served to the dog. Leftovers of Ken L. ration. Parody answers to the lesser-known questions like, what fabric is that suit made of? And not why are we here, but rather why is she here? Because nobody invited her, and I happen to have made the list up. We sing a song soaring into the pool at night when the air is stagnant and hot, and the pool makes us cold, and Marco Polo is being played by the future inventors of the wheel over and over and over and over and over and over again. Thank you. There was a beautiful woman sitting where you have now plopped yourself down, miss. A body like ripe apples, doe eyes that were big quarters, lips that proved to me that God is a better artist than William de Kooning, whose art I have never seen in galleries or Taschen books or subway trains. She had an intuitive smile, a Macedonian Audrey Hepburn, gracefully looking at the shoes on the floor. She broke my heart at Queensboro Plaza when she got off and my hands couldn't hold the book I was reading any more than that empty seat, which took 2 stations to fill by sheer respect of her history there. It is this century of revolution, where men have burned themselves alive and put children in ovens, that from stop to stop, it's the beautiful women. I would like to see more of them. And in reference to my sleeping better, I had insomnia in the worst way 2 days ago. I took like a comp day as well as my regular 2 days off, so I had like 3 days off, and I was like, I'm gonna rest, I'm gonna go to sleep a lot, I'm not gonna do anything. So far, I went to bed at like 6 in the morning the first night, woke up at 11, went to bed at 4 the next night, got up at 8. I'm a mess, and like it was like, what a waste of 3 days off. Anyhow. I used to write songs to invisible fences that my dog would heed. I used to can tuna, wrap it in metal and secure the lid. That you is dolphin safe. But I could not play checkers with myself. The hardest part of poetry to invisible lovers is the treachery of listening to Fiona Apple when you really want to feel sleeping breath against your half-shaved cheek. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, if nobody else has anything better to say, neither do I. Good night.
Get the hell out of here!
Thank you, Bossy. Thank you, Raphael, for staying awake with us and listening to the poetry. Everyone, good night.